Hello, welcome to my channel Conscious Growing. I'm Matthias. Welcome to this video. And this one is about anger and frustrations while being in the chronic illness, whatever chronic illness it might be. And I want to share today that through this journey I had lots of anger and frustration. And sometimes it was so unbearable and I had no clue why I was so upset and angry. And recently I had more insights about it and I want to share them with you. And it's my personal mechanisms, but they might be more unique. And so I explain it like this. So what I realized, first of all, in the beginning there was some really wild anger and frustration. And I was so upset, and I was upset because I wasn't able to do the things I did before. That was one thing. And for example, just simple thing, imagine you don't have lots of energy and you go to your kitchen and you want to prepare a meal. But you have a bad day and you have pains and you can't concentrate on what you're doing right now. You feel like lying down again. And this not functioning made me so upset, and I was in despair very often. I thought, oh no, I'm not able to do this most simple things. How can this ever get better? And I'm so stuck in it, and what is the solution? And so the thing was, and still might be sometimes, is I was angry that I was not functioning well. And then I became angry with myself. And this anger about the situation was fueling the sensations and the fears. And this was part of being in the vicious cycle. So there was this achiever in me, I call him the achiever, the one who wants to solve the whole thing. And he had to realize that it wasn't that easy. And he just couldn't push through how he did in the past. So, in other words, it needed some understanding of this achiever in me, and it also needed some compassion to see this part, that this part of me was functioning and working all my life with this kind of energy behind, like problem, solution. And this worked always until this point came, and until these chronic symptoms came. And then with time I understood, okay, there is no point to go on like this and push myself through it. And I had to realize that it didn't work. So I had to become more calm and more patient with myself, and maybe even give my achiever a new job, because the achiever is only counting the results. I've done this and this and this today, okay, that's good, hook behind, job done, and so on. But this part is never satisfied, and this means this part is always disappointed. He always finds disappointment, especially on such a journey, because the journey isn't linear, as we all know. It's a roller coaster. And so it was really important to learn that it doesn't make any sense to get angry with myself. More self-compassion. And this is nothing that works from one day to the other, as we all know. It's a process as well. But here it also needs continuation, and it needs inner strength to face this state and say, okay, I'm okay with it right now. And so the second point about this whole thing is allowing the fears, allowing the anger, allowing the fears as well, but today we talk about the anger. And so what does it mean? How does it look like? I just can't speak for myself. And first of all, it's quite likely and so easy if you are, let's say, in a relationship or with friends and you feel this strong anger in you. So please be very careful not to put your anger on them, yeah, on your partner maybe. The closest persons gets the whole garbage, and we have to take responsibility for this. And but then the question still is how to express it. And I think this is a very unique thing, you know. Sometimes for some people it is just to speak it out, just to speak it out, to say like, today I feel so angry. Today I feel so upset. And I was crying a lot. I allowed myself to cry it out, and to express my anger and despair when it was there. And I think from my perspective, you don't need, if you find ways to, if you find channels to express it, it's wonderful. Yeah, some people are artists, and it can be expressed in a you paint a picture, and it can be expressed in this, your anger. It's wonderful. Or in music, and everything that works for you. And but it's really good to see that it's just stuck energy. And again, you don't need to grab in the past and look for the root cause of your anger, because here it's very clear that of course this situation is challenging, of course it's frustrating at times, of course we have to struggle a lot. And there is this, and I come back to this achiever, there's this part of us who does everything to get rid of it. And when this doesn't work with his own means, he's even more frustrated. And you have to see this pattern in you. Because when you see this pattern in you, you can start to observe it. And you can start to get in touch with it. And you can start to see for what it is, why the anger is there. And then there's some understanding for yourself. And then there's some compassion for yourself. And when tears come in these moments, it's a way of relieving this old anger, allowing it to be there. And so I had these moments where I was saying it loud to myself or in front of friends, to say like, I'm so exhausted from this. I'm so tired of it. I do all I could in the past, and so I don't understand why I don't succeed. And just expressing this was a relief, was the relief. And for this moment, and then a few days later, it might come back, and you are in this frustration again, maybe, and you do the same job. You accept it, you express it in your own unique way, and again, and then to see that it's okay to feel this. We don't, because it's always mentioned to stay calm and relaxed, and yeah, this is important. There is this adult part in us that wants to run the show and needs to run the show in the long run, but on the way to allow also these unpleasant feelings. I mean, they arise anyhow, but if we suppress them, if we say, oh, I don't want to feel this anger, why do I feel such an anger? It's normal to feel such an anger. Accept it, allow it, express it. And the result is we get more calm by this. Paradoxically, we get more calm because we allow the anger to be there. And this is how this whole thing, this illness, let's say, finds a subtle shift. It doesn't work so much to work directly on the nervous system. All these tools and meditation, and I love meditation, but for this right now it wasn't the right tool for me in this period of time. Breathing techniques wasn't the right tool for me. Now it was a time to allow what comes up, pleasant or unpleasant, and to really to see you don't have to be perfect in it. It doesn't need to be a holy thing. It's part of the human existence to express emotions. And maybe we haven't done it in the past. We always wanted to stand it, go through it, but we were holding ourselves and we were not letting it go through. But in the moment the decision comes to allow all the uncomfortable, unpleasant feelings and sensations not only to go through the body, also to express them when they are there, then we are giving new informations to our system, to our brain, to our scared brain. And of course, there is a fine line, because when you end up hanging in this the whole day and for days, like, I'm so angry and I let all my anger out all day long, and I'm in this letting out anger mode all day long, then it's a misunderstanding of what I'm talking here. But it is like when the peaks of the stuff is there, then to say, okay, I'm sit with it, I allow it, I express it, I speak it out for what it is right now. And this is cleaning the system as far as I experience it. And yes, so I hope this is helpful. And I'm gonna finish this one for today. Comments down below, thumbs up, and any comments are welcome, and I hope you have a great day today. Take care. Bye.